Good folks had gathered in the church basement for supper and a meeting. These were people who turned up on a regular basis and volunteered for all the committees. On this night, small groups stood around watching trays of food being carried from the kitchen to the buffet table. As a line formed, the door opened, and a local shady character wandered in. As far as anybody knew, he'd never been to one of these meetings before, but maybe he had his reasons. He'd trimmed his beard and pulled his long gray hair back in a ponytail. He wore a faded but clean t-shirt covered with heavy metal graphics. A group leader found him a seat at a table where several chairs had already been claimed with jackets. Everybody got their food, and people at this table sat stone-faced while they all ate in silence. Afterwards, during a meeting about living in the love of God, nobody spoke to this man. A woman who usually had plenty to say about everything said nothing. As the meeting went on, her face grew pinched, her jaw clenched. Her face became angrier and angrier, and as soon as the meeting ended, she stormed out. Later I learned I was the only one in the room who did not know this man's troubled history. He now lived alone, and people felt his situation was his own fault. Romans 12:16 says, "Treat everyone with equal kindness, and never be condescending, but make real friends with the poor." But what if they're responsible for their own misery? What if they broke laws, treated family and friends poorly, and blamed everyone else for the trouble they caused? Does it mean treat the poor with kindness only after we've judged whether or not they're worthy? That's a hard question. Yet the woman at the well, the tax collector, and all the other outcasts felt welcome in Jesus' company. He felt very much at ease around messed up people. So, I have a question for anyone who goes around talking about spending eternity in the company of Jesus. Have you met any of his friends?